Yes, we're actually at the location where the vehicle was found here on Northeast Gleason and 16th. Let's talk to Sgt Pete Simpson here for a minute. What actually happened, as I understand, is someone was walking by and noticed a vehicle they thought was the vehicle?
Yeah, an area resident or someone walking in the area saw the vehicle and then went back home or to where they were going and saw the news and put two and two together, called 911. Officers got here fairly quickly and contacted the person in the vehicle and took him into custody with that incident.
Did they walk up to the vehicle? Did they use a bullhorn? Did they just approach him?
The officers approached from several directions in vehicles. They wanted to prevent the chance the driver would leave the area. So they brought in cars from different angles, gave verbal commands. The person in the vehicle complied, and they took him into custody, fairly textbook, no problems.
What can you tell us about the man, age-wise, any background?
All I can know right now is he's an older white male. Don't know anything else about him. Don't know that we've confirmed identities or anything. He's been taken from the scene, and investigators will be linking up with officers to continue that part of the investigation. Right now we've got three different things going on, really. We have downtown, the scene at PSU, this recovery vehicle scene, and then the investigative part with the person that was in the vehicle.
Yeah, this vehicle was just parked along the side of a residential area. We're about a block or so behind Benson High School.
Right. Yeah, it's, again, alert citizen, credit to that person for, noting the condition of the vehicle and then seeing the information on the news about the vehicle being potentially related to the incident downtown. Certainly we have a lot of investigating to do to confirm, links of vehicles, people, and places, but as it stands right now, we are not looking for anyone else or any other vehicles.
Was there any reason that a license plate wasn't put out initially, where there was a general car description, but it was pretty general?
My understanding is there were a lot of witnesses downtown who provided different information, and so we wanted to work through that to determine which is the correct information. I'm aware that at least two different vehicle descriptions with different plates were given that were completely different kinds of vehicles. So, unfortunately, in situations like this, and understandably, it's very chaotic, and there's a lot of information flowing in. Once that information was vetted, that information was given out as a public safety piece. Really, we had a suspect that left a scene of a, very, very tragic incident. We don't yet know what the reason was for the incident. So by putting it out, we were able to get that information to the community, who then found it.
The person that was in the car was taken not to the hospital, but to downtown with law enforcement?
Yeah, my understanding was taken to a police facility. I'm not sure which one, but is in custody, and we're beginning that part of the investigation as well.
We saw front-end damage on that car. What about inside the vehicle? Did the airbags go off?
Nothing that I noted. The inside hasn't been processed for any evidence. Other than looking from the outside, we want to make sure, just like in any vehicle stop or seizure, you want to make sure that there's nothing in there that's imminently dangerous. Based on a cursory examination, nothing in there that concerns us. So now the investigators will take the vehicle from the scene and we'll do a thorough forensic examination of the vehicle, very consistent with traffic crash investigations, because that's at least initially what we're looking at from an investigative side. We have to process it that way. The rest of the investigation is to determine the why.
How are you sure this was the vehicle when officers first arrived?
Arriving here, the vehicle has damage, and it matches the vehicle description plate that we were looking at from downtown. So again, there needs to be some confirmation work that's going to be done, but again, we're not looking for any other vehicles or any other people right now.
Were there any other witnesses around who described any kind of interaction with the driver?
No, I don't know that anybody had any interaction with him other than police.
You're waiting for a search warrant at this point?
A search warrant will be prepared to seize the vehicle from here. It'll go to our facility for further investigation.
What else is a piece of this investigation that we're looking for? I mean, clearly the motive as to why this occurred, clearly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, in an investigation like this, certainly, we're not immune to the fact that a lot of people are going to be asking a lot of questions, and what is the motivation here? We've seen, sadly, vehicles used as weapons in other cities and other countries that have differing motivations. At this point, we don't know the why. That is the question we will be investigating, is why did this person do what they did? We can't jump to any conclusions at this point. There are no, immediate signs that point us one way or another, but all avenues are going to be explored.
One last question. Was there any sense of how the driver was acting when he was taken out of the car?
Again, the only thing I can say is the officers indicated it was a textbook custody, no problems at all, without incident is how we would say it, meaning that he followed commands, was put into handcuffs, and was taken away.
No weapons found, or at least in terms of what you can visually see in the car?
Yeah, no guns or knives or anything like that we are aware of or have seen.
Sgt Pete Simpson, thanks very much for talking with us. Again, this is the area where the vehicle was found that they believe was involved in the hit and run where somebody ran into at least 3 women near Portland State University. And again, developing story. We'll keep you posted as we get more information. Back to you.